using your nasal voice, just hold your nose when you talk.
You can get the same result this way. See? I sound just like an Aussie right now. I swear, this is what you hear on TV all the time.
So yeah, that's how you do an Australian accent. And if all else fails, just imagine Bruce from Finding Nemo and copy how he talks.
Thanks for watching. You're awesome. Have a good day, Mike.
Okay. Say one word. This is Australian accent. We'll give you 4 words. Yes, all my students, you can raise your hand if you wish to participate. Yes, online. 1 word. Yeah, my friend exerted much effort to show you you pronounce all of those. Could you repeat 1? Yeah. Noise, that's right. Okay, Kai. What word is it? Kai is even like a person whose nose, yeah, because that's gonna give you the nasal sound. I mean, yeah, it's like, because it has to be nasal, right? Coming from your nose up. Yes? What is it? What's the word? What's the original word? That is? Mix, right? Okay. Ellie, from the video, I believe there is not only 1 word that's pronounced. Yeah. That's right. Okay, how about yes, word? Lee. Okay. How do you pronounce it in American accent? That is today, exactly. I've told you this story, but there's this story that, I don't know, it's sort of one of the stories in Filipino, saying that again, this foreigner, okay, let's just say an Australian, set foot in the Philippines, and everyone was so amazed because probably he was the only foreigner who came that day. And yes, upon his arrival, he gave a speech, and he started his talk. I mean something like this. Shh. I'm here. He said, "Hello, I'm here to die." So, I am here to die. Do you understand it? No, everyone was so shocked. Like Filipinos were so shocked because he said, "I'm here to die," and everyone was like, "Why are you here to die? What would you exert much effort? Why would you spend a lot of time flying from Australia to the Philippines just to die?" So anyway, it's a matter of accent, right? So again, that is why you should also be familiarized, because that's what probably would be one of those Filipinos who were actually shocked. But again, he meant something different. All right, next, Amy. 1 word. I'm sorry. What's the original word? I mean, sorry, what's the original word? I mean, it's a matter of pronunciation, but yeah, what's the word? If you pronounce it in American accent, how do you say it exactly? Okay, McDonald's. How do they say it? No? Wow, Amy, short memory. David, Amy, I bet you remember it. David. That is David. Oh my God, people. Again, this is actually part of the training where you have to remember. And because again, it's listening. The same thing. When you are listening test, you're gonna be remembering like the others. Yeah. Anyway, that's just a glimpse of Australian accent. Now, slight comparison among these 3. Yep.
Pronouncing words in American, British, and Australian
Again,
accents.
this is a comparison of 3 accents that you guys have been exposed to, okay? Probably you're not just not, conscious or not just that aware, but I bet you have watched films that are in American, British, and Australian accent. But maybe majority of those films that you watch could be in American accent, maybe, right? Hello, do you watch films? What's this? Do you watch films? Okay, which film? English film, not Mr. Bean, not Tom and Jerry. Some with subtitles, yes? Okay, which accent is it? Harry Potter, yeah, which accent? British accent, that's right. Will? Yeah, which accent? Okay, yes. So anyway, hello? What is it? Yes. Okay. Everybody watch this.
Except part 1. Kangaroo, 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 kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
Can you
Kangaroo.
difference? Okay.
Over, over,
Again, you have to notice it.
kangaroo, 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 kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
So it's like a combination of American and British, right? Okay. Notice the next word.
Over,
British. British. Lucy, what did you say? British? Oh, I think you're ready to dance Baby Shark. Okay.
over, over.
Okay, Australian accent, Australian accent. Oh, excuse me, speak, yeah, whatever you navigated. Okay, here.
Over, over. Phone, phone.
Pony. Listen again.
Phone, phone. Phone, phone. Phone.
See, it's like a line, right? So that makes it harder. Yes, do. Oh, finally! Okay. I love the shorthand. Okay, hello, anyway.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
British.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
It's quite unusual. Again, I'm not asking you, everybody, I'm not asking you to analyze anything. I just want you to pay attention, listen, and try to see the distinction of these three accents. Do you guys understand? But I'm not asking you to make noise. Noise. And I'm asking you to be slow, to be kind, to be noise. Okay, everybody, listen.
Can't. 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 Saxophone. 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 Saxophone.
Saxophone. Saxophone.
Telephone. Telephone.
Telephone.
Repeat
Telephone.
it. British accent. Everybody repeat it. Okay, Australian accent. Listen.
Telephone. Telephone.
Order.
British.
Order.
Here's it. Place it. What's older? I think. What is it? Everybody? Order. What is it? What is it on the deal with British accent? It's like the R sound is not as precise or not as clear as the American accent. Alright? With American you say order, What's British or older? So how about Australian accent? What do you think, Ada? So who is Ada? Okay, who is Ada? Is she a name? Alright, again, I mean next.
Order. Order.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's not Ada.
Order. Playmate.
Yes, the Australian accent. This was actually like, as an example, kind of similar, especially the last syllable. So how do you think is it pronounced in Australian accent? You forgot. Mention one thing. Australian accent. Yeah, the video that showed you. Oh no. Okay, listen.
Playmate. Playmate. Playmate.
That is, what I said, the last syllable. Playmate, yes, but it is not used in everyone, that goes. So yes, the Australian accent sounds like playmate. Remember mate. Hey, you say for example, hey mate, but in Australia they say, hey mate. The same thing. Okay, look at your sit line. Look at your sit line. You know it. You know sit name. Okay, I think Eric did it. Right. Okay, next. British.
Steve.
So the T sound is like American, from American accent, like E, but or R is from British. So yeah, that's why again, from our from what we had earlier, I mentioned it, it's a sort of combination, right? Okay, so anyway, that's it. Okay, it's just I hope you guys get to see again the difference again among these three accents and how in pronouncing them. Now moving on.
Envelope. Envelope.
My friends. No, I think it's okay. So let's talk about a little about the history of Australian accent. Or yeah, of course, it started with Australian English. Yep. What is it? To be surprised with this information. Yes. Part of the British Empire. So what do you think? From this information, what can you infer from it? Or what can you infer? Convicts. What do you mean convicts? Yes. That is how I want you to analyze, because again, the IELTS reading, especially IELTS reading, for example, there is an unfamiliar word, and again, unknowingly, actually its definition is there in the passage as well. It could be presented this way, or it comes with this dash, alright? So, people who were found or hyphen. Yes, to have committed crimes were transferred to? Yes. And that's how the influence started. So yes, a lot of their immigrants actually followed, right? So those included soldiers and their families, of course. So again, most of them actually were from London, but then they had different dialects, and those dialects actually merged. So when they merged, they were like combined together. So again, that is why, what you say, by the way, for example, with British accent, if you have noticed, just because it's British accent doesn't mean that there is only one single British accent. There are many accents, right? Again, it could vary from status, what else, region to region, and again, the purpose. For example, let's talk about media. They could be, the accents could be different from how these ordinary moments actually are delivered. So again, it varies, again, depending on the purpose or the area could be. Yes. So yes. What is it? What? Opening other sides? Good. Okay, so you have here, everybody, you see an example. A lot of animal names are actually aboriginal words. So what do you mean aboriginal? That means what? When we say aboriginal, these refer to people who lived in Australia before British people came. Like they were the early settlers in Australia. Hello, aboriginals. It's like the first, the very first people. Like, yeah, we could say ancestors, kind of, right? So again, yeah, they have these aboriginal words, for example, kangaroo and koala. You know these animals, right? I showed you a photo already of a kangaroo earlier. So anyway, they have this sign also like yaka, or again, just some of Australian terms. They have it, which means I need hard word, yaka. Have you heard that? Yaka. No? Yeah, it's a slang term in Australia. Yaka means hard word. Yep. Okay, so anyway, variations, like what I said, there could be variations of this accent. So first one we have here, broad. Now, who can tell me when is it used or in which area? Everybody. I'm not going to explain it. You have to read what's on the screen and you have to tell me. Yes. Broad accent. Where is this used? Or who used this type of accent or variation? Hello? Yeah, non-Australian media, but how about like which status or which class of the society uses this variation? It's right there, everyone. I'm just asking you to read and understand and tell me what it is. Which class of the society, or again we call it social class or group, uses this accent? Ken, working class. Who are these people? What do they do? Working class. Workers. Exactly. Those who are part of the workforce. Alright? So again, and this accent is actually the most, recognizable to non-Australian English speakers. That means it's easier. It's the easiest one to grasp or to understand for non-Australians like us. Or, do you have an Australian blood? No? Who's got an Australian blood here? Okay, few Vietnamese, yes. Okay, next, drawls and other accents. So what does it mean? That means slower speech pattern, longer diphthongs. What do we mean by diphthongs, everyone? Yes, Eric. Exactly. You see this one? You have to pay attention to this sign, by the way, because again, that could indicate that it's an explanation or a definition of that word. You got it? So again, why am I trying to emphasize? Because it works the same as in the IELTS reading, or it could be in IELTS listening. So this one, this is an example of a word that has diphthongs, by the way, like loud. You've got two vowel letters there, O and U, of course. And again, for this variation, it's more on a nasal. So where's nasal tone? It's like really comes from one's nose. Yeah. Okay. Example, a word like kite sounds more like. Everybody read it. 3, 2, 1. I have students. So again, most people, but then there's this additional information that most people who use this accent is actually more from which areas? Which which areas, everyone? Jenny. People who use this accent from which areas? Yes, Jay. Yeah, from everyone, rural locations. Okay, let's make it quick. Next, general. Broad, the easiest one to understand by non-Australian speakers, right? But general, this is the most commonly used accent. So this is what you'll hear in Australian-made media. But broad is for non-Australian media. You got it? It's kind of conflicting, right? But again, that is why it's more common for working class and in rural regions or areas. But here, this one, the most widely used in, yes, of course, in the community. And less of a drawl with broad accent, but it has this unique pronunciation. So, the speakers of this accent from suburban to not suburban, huh? What is suburban? You might think it's from suburban, not from suburban. Suburban to urban. Okay, what is urban? See, okay, again, broad is from rural areas, from the countryside, but this one, suburban to urban. Got it? Good. Next, cultivated. What do you think is it? That is? Yes. Why is it called cultivated? Why? Because there's so much influence of British pronunciation. And again, it adopts a lot of it. So what is cultivate? What is cultivate? Cultivate to? Nope. For example, cultivate crops, cultivate plants. What is it? What's karo? To grow. Yeah, to grow something. So that means this accent is like, again, I'm teaching you how to remember the main words. Alright? So again, or how to associate ideas. So cultivate, that means to grow. So that means this accent actually grew because again, of the fact that again it adopted a lot from the British accent. Okay? So yes, and then associated with more prestige or a higher level of education. Higher class, right? Or higher educational attainment. So this one is more recognized by foreign English speakers. But again, that was before once. Everyone tried to analyze, and then it has been fading out of use. So unfortunately, this is like the exact opposite of the general accent, because general accent is the more and most commonly used one, but this is like fading. What's fading again? I remember we had this word yesterday. What's fading? Yes? Isabel? Disappear. That's right. To disappear is to fade. So again, those with cultivated accents speak slower with more enunciated vowels and monotonous tone. Yeah, what is monotonous again? Flat. It's like you barely notice this rising and falling intonations. Okay, so again, how to sound like an Australian. First, everybody read it. Be lazy. Yes, God mentioned earlier, actually, he mentioned it. So more slowly, this is the secret. Again, that's how you should pronounce the words. And again, vowel sounds, what? Yes. And you have to pretend to be very, everybody, I want you to keep up with what I just play here. Okay, very tired. Next, keep letters at the end of words. Okay, I'm just gonna not really gonna try, just showing this. Next, change letters at the ends of words. So example, everybody in Australian, this is this one, after this one, dinner. Okay, make a sentence using these words. Super, after, dinner, order. Okay. Hi, Mom. Okay, Superwoman, alright. But I would appreciate it more if you can manage to use maybe 2 or 3 words in one sentence. Okay, I'm gonna give you a minute to think. A minute to think. Online students, again, it would really be better if you guys can participate as well. Get ready. Again, I'm asking you to make a sentence using these 4 words. But of course, once you state your example, you have to pronounce these words in Australian accent. Okay? 1 minute to think. Raise your hand if you have an answer. Use, oh my God. How many times should I repeat the instruction? Use these words in a sentence. 2 or 3 or even 4, that would really be nice, but not just 1. And you have a minute to do it. Twelve to 5, Haching Tang. Get ready. I'll be asking for your example. Well, 0723 Kiet. Yes. Are you ready? Yes, take your example. Go ahead. Yes, yeah. I'm waiting. Sorry, yeah, we're supposed to make a sentence using words. Okay? And again, the rule is you cannot just choose one, but you have to use at least 2 of these words. Maybe 3 or 4 in a sentence. Okay, 12 to 500. Deal. 12 to 500. Hello? Hello? Yes. State your example. Hold on. Australian accent. Okay, I got your sentence. Now I'm trying to pronounce it using the Australian accent. Okay. There or after. This one is after. Okay, go ahead. What is it, like past action or not? Are you referring to routine or past action still? Yeah, but I'm concerned with the word tense that you use. So what is it? Are you talking about a habit or a routine or a past action? Routine. Okay. Good. Just to make it clear. All right, after an exercise, right? Or going for an exercise, I have a dinner with my family. Okay. Yes. Okay, Lucy, you still repeating? Share your example. Go ahead. And Yeah, the Australian accent. Don't lose it. After or after? After. Okay. Again, these should sound like lazy. Alright, tired. Okay. Go. Good. During. During dinner. Okay, that's a good example. You managed to use all those 4 words. Alright, who else? Who else can give an example? How about the online students? No? No? Okay. Everybody? From the boys. Eeny, meeny, miny, moos, the lion in the zoo. Kai. You know, prepare, huh? I told you to prepare. Prepare. Yes, Kai, what is it? Stand up. Remain standing, not until you can give your own example. Yes, Toby. Why are you so busy clicking your mouse? Stand up. Give an example. Yes, that's quite a simple task. Use those words in a sentence. Yes. Ready? You cannot sit not until you were able to give an example. Kai, ready? Go ahead. Order our starters. Meal. Nice search. Give your own example. I know it's not from you. Guys, I know your level. Own sentence. I did not tell you to copy from Google or use ChatGPT. Yes. Stand up. Give your own example. Toby and Kyle, listen. Okay. What after eating? Super what? That is supposed to be an adjective, right? It's not. That is soft verb. So sapa. It's not sapa. Okay, again. Go ahead. After. The older. That's the same. Yes. Yeah, there's synonyms. So it's like after dinner, you had dinner. One dinner after another. No. Second dinner. So we try to make it clearer. Go ahead. Because it's possible for some, right? Especially in maybe major occasions or in And some special days, yeah, go ahead again. Dinner. Well, grammatically wrong. Because I would say that's a past action. Kai and Toby, listen, you're going to be repeating his example because you cannot make your own. I gave you time to prepare, but now look at you. Yes. Could you, for example, we normally order something after dinner. Could you complete it? To make it, no, for you to be able to express it in simple present tense. Yes. Go. Okay. Or you could say, we normally order some dessert after dinner. Okay, Kai, repeat. What is repeat and giving your own example? How do they differ? A very simple instruction. What can't you follow? Repeat. What did I say? You're not listening. Unbelievable. Who's going to repeat it? What did I say? Yeah, I said something. Okay, say it. Say it. What's the example I gave? Faster, everyone. We. Oh, you're supposed to use it.
We order some dinner after.
Okay, we normally, I use normally. Did you say it? After.
Recording stopped.
Okay. Yes, Kai. Australian accent. Okay, Toby. Have a seat, Kai. Toby. Repeat the sentence, Toby. This is quite an easy task. Repeat the sentence. No, the ones that they said. Kai. Remains the ending. He didn't seem to catch it. Yes. Say it again for him to be able to sit. You young people, why don't you listen, huh? Stand up. Toby, say it in Australian accent. Have some dinner after dessert? Next. After dinner. Okay, everyone, let's do this.
Good day, legends. One, two.
Sorry, because I have all videos. Repeat.
Have you done much traveling?
Everybody repeat. We're going to in 3, 2, 1, go. Listen and repeat. Everybody open your mouth.
Have you done much traveling?
Again.
Have you done much traveling?
Have you just look at this? Have you done? Have you? You see, it's down here. Have you done much traveling? Traveling. Have you done much traveling? You don't say traveling, but it's traveling. Yes.
Have you done much traveling?
Everybody, 3, 2, 1, go. Who's running? Relax, relax. In 3, 2, 1, go. Offline, you can actually repeat, especially those are in, I think, in C14. Yes. In 3, 2, 1, go. Have you done much traveling? Everybody? Have you? Yeah. Have you done much traveling? Everybody, say this. What do you do on the weekend? It's like there's no detail, right? Eric, could you say it? Again. Much better. All right, next. I'll think. Jay, repeat it. Repeat it. Let's see.
Got me hobbies? Got me hobbies?
Lucy. Again? What? Again. Lucy Gaga, no. Curly hobbies again? Yes. You have to read this one, everybody. Curly hobbies? Yes.
Got me hobbies?
Yeah, it's a little bit different, right? Yeah. Okay, anyway, so much for that, everybody. Get a piece of paper. Everyone get a piece of paper. And online students, you may send your answers through chat box later on. Shh. Paper, faster. Okay, it's a very simple one. Again, an Australian speaker. So this doesn't need any analysis. All you have to do is to actually fill in the gaps. What you hear, just write immediately. Again, no analysis is needed for this activity. Everybody, what's the topic? Language change and language teaching. Everyone get a piece of paper. No one should be sitting there and do nothing. Write your answers. Okay, how about this? It's okay, right? You've got your laptops. I bet it's clear there on your end, right? This one? Good? Okay. No, you've got your laptop. I believe it's fine there. Alright, ready? Yeah. Okay, hold on.
So I think
Okay, ready? 21 items. 21 items. Number your paper from 1 to 21 first. 1 to 21. Speed up. 1 to 21. Speed up. Okay, ready, go.
So I think one of the things that's really interesting that I find interesting is how language changes, and it changes within groups. So you notice it particularly with teenagers. I've got teenagers in the house, so that's something that I pick up on. And teenagers will change the meaning of a word that I will recognize, you know. So they'll say that something is sick, and I think, oh, you know, that must be awful, you know, terrible. But actually, no, for the teenagers, sick is a really good thing. So teenagers, you know, to form their social group, their gang, they will deliberately change language and they'll make it their own, and they will use it within their group, and they actually don't really want other people to understand it. So I think that's a really interesting area where you see a lot of language change. You obviously get it, you know, with the number of different speakers that we have around the world, and different groups will use language in a different way. So to me, it's a really interesting area. So it's very interesting. Language obviously is always evolving. But to me, this idea that we play with language deliberately, you know, in order to consolidate our relationships, I think that's a really kind of interesting area to work with. And it's a good quality that we can work with our students on that, you know, being playful with language and allowing them to have the freedom to play with it a little bit as well is good that I think one of our jobs as teachers, or something that I believe in very passionately, is that we need to be authentic. So there's a tendency, I think, within education to simplify things for learners and to make it all very clear cut, so that you know, that we have clear rules for the grammar, and there's an answer, and this is right, and this is wrong, and learners like that kind of security. And I think as teachers, we often like that security as well. You know, we have a rule, we can teach it, we can mark the work. But real language is much messier than that. You know, the boundaries are not always so clear cut. So for me, one of the jobs as a teacher is to try and gradually get your learners used to that idea. You know, get them used to tolerating ambiguity and being aware that there isn't always, you know, a clear right or wrong answer. There are lots of exceptions to the rules. And that they should just be okay with that. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter all the time, and you can make little mistakes, but so long as it's not really interfering with the communication too much, then you know, then we don't have to worry about it. So I think that's important for both teachers and learners to sort of get used to that idea that we can't control everything. It's a bit unrealistic. Language in the real world just doesn't work like that.
Again, okay, one more time. I believe you have written a few answers, right? So just fill in those that you've missed, okay? Again, online students, I expect you to also be, what is it? Okay, you don't have to type everything, obviously that's small, but if you can manage it, that is nice. But later on, I'll be calling you guys to also state your answers for a specific item. So please do this activity. Yes, I'm replaying it. Ready?
So I think one of the things that's really interesting that I find interesting is how language changes, and it changes within groups. So you notice it particularly with teenagers. I've got teenagers in the house, so that's something that I pick up on. And teenagers will change the meaning of a word that I will recognize, you know. So they'll say that something is sick, and I think, oh, you know, that must be awful, you know, terrible. But actually, no, for the teenagers, sick is a really good thing. So teenagers, you know, to form their social group, their gang, they will deliberately change language and they'll make it their own, and they will use it within their group, and they actually don't really want other people to understand it. So I think that's a really interesting area where you see a lot of language change. You obviously get it, you know, with the number of different speakers that we have around the world, and different groups will use language in a different way. So to me, it's a really interesting area. So it's very interesting. Language obviously is always evolving. But to me, this idea that we play with language deliberately, you know, in order to consolidate our relationships, I think that's a really kind of interesting area to work with. And it's a good quality that we can work with our students on that, you know, being playful with language and allowing them to have the freedom to play with it a little bit as well is good that I think one of our jobs as teachers, or something that I believe in very passionately, is that we need to be authentic. So there's a tendency, I think, within education to simplify things for learners and to make it all very clear cut, so that that we have clear rules for the grammar, and there's an answer, and this is right and this is wrong, and learners like that kind of security. And I think as teachers, we often like that security as well. We have a rule, we can teach it, we can mark the work. But real language is much messier than that. The boundaries are not always so clear cut. So for me, one of the jobs as a teacher is to try and gradually get your learners used to that idea. Get them used to tolerating ambiguity and being aware that there isn't always a clear right or wrong answer. There are lots of exceptions to the rules. And that they should just be okay with that. It doesn't matter all the time, and you can make little mistakes, but as long as it's not really interfering with the communication too much, then you don't have to worry about it. So I think that's important for both teachers and learners to sort of get used to that idea that we can't control everything. It's a bit unrealistic. Language in the real world just doesn't work like that.
From the online participants, yeah, let me call 0626 Phường B, 0626. Thirteen and 14, yes. I haven't received your answers yet. 12, 2, 4, 9, 13, and 14. Yes. 13 and 14. Yes. 12, 2, 4, 9. Online. What's going on? Angkor, HT. Online. Are you guys sleeping? Oh six, no. 06259. 06259. And 16. Lucy. 15 and 16. Lucy. 15 and 16. Who's got an answer for both 15 and okay, Eric. 15 and 16, Eric. What is Kai doing? What are you doing? Yes, Eric. You always choose numbers that are not there. 15, 16, yours is? Sorry, yours is? Oh, sorry, Eric answered. Could you answer 17 and 18? 17 and 18. Okay, go ahead. 19 and 20, Lucy. Okay, 18, 19 and 20. Online, I'm not asking you to state your answers. The instruction is simple. Type your answers, send it through chat box. Online students, what are you doing? You cannot just be sitting there and do nothing. Hello, C14 staff kindly assist the students. They seem to be not, doing the activity. I called a few names and they haven't sent their answers yet. C14 staff kindly assist your students there. Thank you. Yes. 19, 20, Tony.
Các bạn tập trung vào bài
No,
giảng nhé,
including
không phải
21.
nhắc đây, gọi không ai trả lời.
Go ahead. I actually called, okay, online students, you're actually assigned for specific numbers, okay? I didn't even require you much. I didn't even ask, okay, it's good if you're able to send all your answers, but you're actually assigned to a specific, or two specific numbers. But you don't seem to be cooperating. I don't get it. What are you guys doing there? Yes, done? 20, 19, 20, 21, speak up. Only 21? Okay. 19 and 20, Hannah. Lily, Jay. Oh, Lucy, you're right, 19 and 20. Faster. 19, yes. Shh. Hi, boys, okay, okay, right, 19, speed up. Okay, thanks, Bill, for your answers. I think you missed 20 and 21, okay. Okay. Okay, I also called 04261. I remember I called you. Answers. Okay. 9 and 10, is it the same? What do you have there? Okay. 9 and 10 express the freedom. How about you guys? What did you write there offline? Teenagers meaning of okay. Let's have the complete ones first. Okay, alright, thanks. Also build, God, this. Oh. Okay. How about you guys? Try to compare your answers there. Same? The same? Kid, okay. Won't be. Teenagers. Meaning, okay, sit, deliberately, understand. Okay, change, deliberate. Risky mistakes. Okay, let's see. How about you guys? What's number 6? What's number 6? Number 6, Lucy. Okay. Everybody, I show you the answer. You check your word. Wrong spelling, wrong. Again, I have to remind you again. Do not make it a habit to make considerations. Because you have to train yourselves to stick to what is supposed to be the answer. Unless there are splashes there, like there are options, so you can. Lucy, what are you doing? Stop marking. Alright, everybody. Meaning, sit deliberately, understand, change. That is equilibrium, by the way. Holding it's like improving, right? And deliberately, okay. Consolidate is like to collect, to consolidate, to collect, or to gather, that's it. Freedom, confidence, okay, good. Move on, 21. No. No. 4. Okay, done? 4, Eric. 10. Kai. Tony. Ellie. Jay. 8. Toby. No, you didn't write anything. I saw it. Sophie. 5. Jenny. 6 or 6? 6. Amy. 8. Oh, okay. Lucy. 15. 13. Okay. Cherry. Online again. Yes, I hope you guys got it. But how about one? Did you get it right? 9 and 10. Okay. Is a freedom number 10. Teenager. It should be there. For example, in number 1. Let's just say you wrote teenager only. That is wrong. It has to be in its plural form. Teenagers. Meaning, Lucy. Change. 8. Play. 9. Build. 10. Freedom. Lucy. Okay. All right. Yes. Lily, 4. 14, right? Okay. All right, that's good. Yes, who? Okay, everybody. Okay, questions, everybody, questions, no? Alright, since I bet there are a few words here that are probably unfamiliar to you, so let's have this one. Everyone just look up a little bit. You can use this in speaking, deliberately. What is it? Oi, oi, oi. Vocab. Deliberately means intentionally. You can use this in speaking, everybody. Or even in writing. Consolidate. To strengthen or make stronger. Again, it's like to combine, to put together, so it comes with a strength. But we also have the, it can also be used in a different context. For example, to consolidate information. That means to gather, to collect. Authentic, that means genuine or real. Serious, uncertainty, clear-cut, obvious, indefinite. Okay, just be selective because I don't really know which words are unfamiliar to you, so I'm displaying this. Get the ones that are new ones. Add them to your vocabulary then. All words? I don't think so. For example, the word messy, that's kind of easy, right? Messier. Exceptions. Interpret, yes. Boundaries. Yes, can. Questions? No? And maybe I don't think that's okay, but anyway, just copy the ones that are copy. When you do it. Hi, what is authentic? For example, authentic. Right? That's what you make sure and search it online. Give me an example of one thing that is evolving. One thing that is evolving. Yes? Well, what? I know what's evolving. What is it then? Why do you think it's evolving? Is it not written? Tony, are you having fun watching YouTube? If you want, you can go out and have fun there. It doesn't have to be in this class. What did I tell you? Don't say what. I know you're playing YouTube there. What did I say? If you want to have fun, you can either go out or go home. Because why? That means you don't want to study. Let's be clear.
Instructions. You are going to hear a number of different...
Yes, how was the audio? What should I call? Okay, Envoy HD, hello?
Question.
Okay, so anyway, I guess that's good enough, okay? We have actually tried to hear from the opposite device. So, here we are, hold on. Ready? Again, stop playing. Some of you keep clicking on the website and then exit, and then later on you quit playing. I know what you're doing. Once you're caught, I have to grab you outside and have fun there. Focus. Tony. Okay, everybody. Apart, faster. Do not sit closer to your seatmate. This time, speed up. Speed up. No asking of questions, okay? Once we have started, let's start. Cherry and Lucy. Stop complaining. Everyone is doing it. Seat the clock faster. Jenny and Amy. Okay, ready? Let's start. I have sent the link, everyone. We'll get started. Let me know if you have problems with the audio or even in accessing the link. Yeah. Okay, ready? Jenny, we will start the test.
Các bạn lúc này có nghe rõ audio của cô không?
Instructions. You are going to hear a number of different recordings and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. At the end of the real test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to the answer sheet. Now turn to section 1. Section 1. You will hear a conversation about accommodation rules. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 3. You will see there is an example that has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this will be played first. Good morning, everyone. I'm your accommodation advisor. Well, firstly, welcome to Thomas House, which is one of the most popular accommodations in our university.
I will give you an introduction about the house and answer your questions. The name of the house is Thomas House, so Thomas House has been chosen. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 3. Good morning, everyone. I'm your accommodation advisor. Well, firstly, welcome to Thomas House, which is one of the most popular accommodations in our university. I will give you an introduction about the house and answer your questions. As you know, the building was constructed in the middle of the 18th century and was used by the family of Thomas. That's, of course, how the house and university got its name. We repaired it and added some new and modern facilities last year.
Excuse me, advisor?
Yes?
What kind of facilities are there in Thomas House?
There are 3 floors. A front hall and a dining room are on the ground floor.
Does the house have a garden?
Of course.
And a garage?
No, we don't provide parking lot to students.
Okay.
A small gym with some new equipment is on the 2nd floor.
Does it have a computer room?
No, I mean a leisure room on the 2nd floor, and you can find a comfortable lounge with a big balcony on the same floor.
How about bedroom and bathroom?
They are both on the top.
How many students are there in one flat?
4 to 6.
I wonder if I have to share a bathroom with others.
No, we provide every student a bedroom and a bathroom.
Great.
Now, look at questions 4 to 10. Now listen carefully and answer questions 4 to 10. There are some rules in Thomas House. Firstly, smoking is not allowed in both your bedroom and the bathroom.
Does the house have a smoking section?
No, you can smoke on the balcony or outside the house.
Advisor, is there a laundry in the house?
Of course, laundry room is located on the right corner of the 2nd floor.
Sure.
But please do not use it after 11 o'clock.
Is it free to us?
In fact, you don't need to pay any bills which are included in your accommodation fee, but you have to pay laundry fee.
How much?
We offer 2 coin-operated washing machines. The large one is £2.50 and the small one is £1.60.
If the lounge has a time restriction?
Definitely. We ask all students to keep quiet and do not make noise after 11 o'clock.
We know there is a backyard in the house.
Yes.
If we can park our car there?
No, we do not allow parking in our yard.
Okay. Could we invite some friends to hold a party in the garden or lounge?
We only allow party on weekends.
Fine.
The last rule is to pay attention to the opening time of the front hall. The door is locked at 11 p.m. and opened again at 6 a.m. in the next morning. Remember to take the front door key when you go out early or come back late.
How could we get the front door key?
You can go to the residence of this building and get your key in room 101.
Sure.
Well, any questions? This is the end of section 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers. turn to section 2. Section 2. You will hear an introduction about sports matches. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 17. Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 17. Good morning, everyone. I'm Mary White, the secretary of the exciting sports club. Welcome to attend Match's arrangement meeting. I know you are looking forward to a great season. Now, I'd like to give you a short introduction to our arrangement in this season. This season, we still have 2 competitions. One is tennis and the other is soccer. Let's start with tennis. There will be 6 teams competition. We hope the players' ages are between 16 and 22 years old. While the number of soccer teams is only 4 in this season, because we hope all players' ages are no more than 20 years old. Now, in this new season, there are some changes. The first one is the venue. We will arrange all our matches for both the tennis and soccer competitions in Magic Park instead of Darry Park, which was used last year. Tennis matches will be arranged on Court 2 and Court 4 will hold soccer matches. Our match schedule: all tennis matches will be played on Sunday afternoons. All matches will begin at 2 o'clock. Soccer matches in this season will be played at 7 o'clock on Saturday evenings. The joining fee is still £30, including the new sport gear. We still offer a week of training session before formal match for our new players. There are 2 training sessions at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. on next Friday and Saturday afternoon. The fee is only £12. Now, I'd like to introduce the coach of each training session, George Hanson, who has been supervised the tennis teams for over 4 years, will still be coach this season. While we will invite a good soccer coach who has enough patience and professional skills to work as this season's soccer coach. His name is Paul Batt. Now, look at questions 18 to 20. Now, listen carefully and answer questions 18 to 20. In addition, we offer some activities to thank all players. Please look at your brochure. There are some activities and their time arrangements. At the beginning, we hope to start the season with a barbecue dinner on next Saturday in Magic Park. I do really hope all players will go there to enjoy the dinner, and you may invite your relatives and friends. Of course, they have to pay a little fee, with just £5. And then, after the final match in the season, we will vote this season's MVP, the most valuable player. The 2 players from tennis team and soccer team will gain an honour and a prize from our sports centre. This season we hope all players can send a confirm letter to us to ensure our match arrangement. so please write to us before the deadline. It is on Thursday, 18th of April. Our secretary, David Black, is in charge of collecting these and your letters in this season. His room number is 214 and his phone is 332567. This is the end of section 2. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to section 3. Section 3. You will hear a conversation about a student thesis. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 24. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 24. Come in, please.
Good afternoon. Oh, I am sorry. Is it Professor Lee's office room?
No, it is room 640. His new room number is 614 on the right of this corridor.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Come in, please.
Good afternoon, Professor Lee.
Good afternoon. Come in, please. I remember our tutorial time is at 2 o'clock, right?
Really? Oh, I am so sorry. I remember it is at 1:30. So I go to common room to wait for 30 minutes, okay?
No, I'm free now. Let's begin.
I am so sorry.
That doesn't matter. So, how about your work?
In fact, Professor Lee, can I get an extension of time to hand in my work? I mean, I hope to extend my thesis deadline.
James, you know extension is usually given only for medical or accident reasons. So what's your problem? You have a good beginning with your draft, isn't it right?
Yes, well, I'm having too many reading materials to read.
Too many? How many?
Besides academic journals, I have about 15 books to read next month. I don't think I can finish them.
Oh, darling, you do not need to read them all.
What do you mean?
I mean, you can choose some parts of these books which can help your work.
Really? Could you give me some suggestions?
Sure. Now look at questions 25 to 30. Now listen carefully and answer questions 25 to 30. Do you bring your reference book list?
Yes, I take it.
Let's see. First, the book by Bayer. I think it is really worth reading.
Read it all.
Yes, the topic of the book is nearly the same field with you.
Okay, I'll read Bayer's book.
The next author is Oliver.
I heard that his argument is very strong, but the book is a little difficult.
You are right, but I still recommend you to know about his argument, which will give you a lot of help.
Fine. Do you think I should read Billy's book?
About Billy, I have to say his work is very good, especially his research method, but you do not need to read it now.
Right. The last author is Andrew. How about his book?
In my opinion, the one by Andrew states the research findings. I mean, his last part is very excellent, clear and persuasive.
I agree with you. I'm reading the book now.
Great.
How about others?
I suggest you finish these books next month, and then we will talk about others, okay?
Okay.
Have you begun your research work?
Yes.
How are things going?
That's okay, except the research method.
What's wrong with the method?
I have made some interviews,
Yes?
but I found they couldn't give me the data I need.
Who are the interviewees?
Some are our classmates, and others are schoolmates.
Oh no, James, it's better for you to interview some professionals.
Do you think it is better for me to change another research method, such as questionnaire?
I don't think you will have enough time to design it and then analyze your research data. That will waste you a lot of time.
You're right.
And pay attention to your reference.
Reference books.
No, I mean you should make clearly about what reference books you read, and then write them after your thesis.
Okay, I'll make them clear.
Fine. I hope to see your work quickly.
I hope too. Thanks for your help, Professor Lee.
That's okay. See you next time.
See you.
This is the end of section 3. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to section 4. Section 4. You will hear a conversation about astronomy. First, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40. This is Magic Time from the BBC. I am Faith. In today's programme, we invite a Professor of Astronomy. Welcome, Lewis.
Thanks a lot, Faith.
What magic information will you introduce to us?
We all know the Leonidas in August are coming, so today let's talk about meteors.
Good topic. At one time or another, almost everyone has glimpsed a swift little streak of light dashing across the night sky. Nearly everyone makes wishes when they see them and blame both good and bad luck on their presence.
Yes, these sudden celestial visitors are meteors. We often call it shooting star. The glowing trails are caused by the incineration of a piece of celestial debris entering our atmosphere.
Many meteors are quick flashes, but some last long enough for us to track their brief course across the sky.
Right. Now and then, a meteor truly will light up the night, blazing brighter than Venus, although rarely, even brighter than the moon, leaving in its wake a dimly glowing trail that may persist for minutes.
Lewis, can we see some meteors every night in 1 year?
Yes, under a dark sky, any observer can expect to see between 2 and 7 meteors each hour, any night of the year. These are sporadic meteors.
Sporadic meteors?
Yes, their source bodies, meteorites, are part of the dusty background of the inner solar system. Several times during the year, Earth encounters swarms of small particles that greatly increase the number of meteors. The result is a meteor shower, during which observers may see dozens of meteors every hour. Concentrations of material within the swarms may produce better than average displays in some years, with rates of hundreds per hour, and were treated to a truly amazing display in which thousands of visible meteors can be seen for a brief period. The phenomenon is called meteor storms, which are more magnificent than meteor showers.
Aha! That's wonderful!
Definitely. The meteors that appear during a meteor shower seem to come from one point in the sky. This illusion is an effect of perspective, just as a roadway seems to converge in the distance. Usually, meteor showers get the name of the constellation from which the meteors appear to radiate. Such as during the Perseid shower in August, meteors seem to streak from a point in the constellation Perseus.
When is the biggest meteor storm?
According to records, in 1833, a storm of 60,000 meteors an hour shocked the world.
60,000? That's unbelievable!
By the 1860s, scientists had known that many meteor showers were annual, including the normally placid Leonids, which produced the big storm, and that they were somehow related to comets.
Really?
Yes, but most of the meteors people have seen during one of the annual showers arise from fluffy particles not much larger than sand grains. As a particle enters Earth's atmosphere, it collides with gas atoms and molecules. The particle becomes wrapped in a glowing sheath of heated air and vaporized material boiled off its own surface.
Whether a meteor is very near to us when it appears?
No, in fact, it is an illusion. However, even well-trained professionals can be fooled, such as airline pilots have swerved to avoid meteors that were actually 160 kilometers away. A meteor that appears brighter than any of the stars and planets is a fireball.
Fireball? That's so interesting.
Yeah. Most meteors are seen 80 to 120 kilometers above the ground. Sometimes, someone will claim to see a fireball land on a hilltop. But in fact, a real fireball first appears at a height of about 125 kilometers and loses its brightness while still at least 20 kilometers above the ground.
Yes. What colors do meteors have?
Usually, most meteors look white, but some also appear blue, green, yellow, orange, or even red.
What will happen if the meteoroid gets to the surface of the Earth without being completely vaporized?
It would be a meteorite.
I heard meteorites were long ago thought to be cast down as gifts from angels.
Yes, and others thought the gods were displaying their anger.
Really?
As late as the 17th century, many believed they fell from thunderstorms. They were nicknamed thunderstones. Many scientists didn't believe the accounts of people who claimed to have seen meteors, and some experts were skeptical that stones could fall from the clouds or the heaven.
Yes.
One of the most significant meteorite events in recent history destroyed hundreds of square miles of forest in Siberia on June the 30th, 1908. According to local witnesses, a ball of fire streaked through the sky and seemed to enter the atmosphere at an oblique angle. It exploded, sending out hot winds and loud noises, and shaking the ground enough to break windows in nearby villages. Small particles blown into the atmosphere lit the night sky for several days.
So nowadays, prevailing theory holds that a meteor exploded just above the surface?
Yes. Most impact craters and basins larger than the meteor crater are heavily worn away or have been buried by rocks and dirt as the Earth's surface changed. At present, Tixalat Basin, centered in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, is the largest one. The diameter of the basin is around 300 kilometers. Rock samples obtained by drilling into the basin show that an asteroid struck the Earth there about 65 million years ago.
Does that the same period when the dinosaurs disappeared?
That's right. Many scientists believe this discovery caused climate changes which made the dinosaurs not survive.
We do really hope that will never happen again.
Right.
Okay, thanks for watching today's programme. See you next week. This is the end of section 4. You now have half a minute to check your answers. This is the end of the listening test. You now have 10 minutes to transfer your answers to the listening answer sheet.
Two minutes to review your answers, everyone. Oi! Not. No shot. Those who were not here yesterday, yeah, I think you can take this one. Hey, are you still reviewing your answers? Review your answers. You have 2 minutes. Review your answers. Have you submitted? Have you all submitted? Really? Okay, we'll have. Alright, everybody, I assume that you have submitted your answers. So now let us have vocabulary. Everybody, eyes here. Okay, eyes here, everyone. In 3, 2, 1, repeat after me. Flower garden. Flower garden. Flower bed. Flower bed. People at the back. Okay, birthday flower. Birthday flower. Housewarming flower. Housewarming flower. abundant, amazing, aromatic, artful, artistic, beautiful, blooming, bright, captivating, charming, dazzling, elegant, idyllic, unforgettable, wonderful, aroma, important, delicate, evocative, heady, intoxicating, laden, reek, sweet. All right, everybody, get ready for a closing. Thank you. I'll see you next time.
Bạn ra phòng ngoài chưa? Chị chỉ gửi từ cho một lần thôi nhá. Bạn nào không ra phòng ngoài là các bạn không được học đâu. Các bạn quay lại phòng ngoài để học được như nào. Miss, can I have something? Và thời gian học cuộc từ vựng của chúng ta sẽ là 30 phút. Đúng 10 giờ 30 thì trung tâm sẽ gửi cho các em đường link test từ vựng. Các em sẽ làm đường link trong thời gian là từ 5 đến 10 phút. Nếu như kết quả link test của các em là đạt được từ 27 trên 30 từ trở lên hoặc là 18 trên 20 từ trở lên thì chúng ta sẽ qua giờ từ vựng. Thế còn nếu mà các em chúng ta đạt được kết quả đấy thì các bạn